Finish your most important work by 10 a.m. The morning habit that changes everything. The morning that decides your life. Every morning begins with a choice. You may not notice it, but it is there. You open your eyes. The day has not started yet. The world is still quiet. In this moment, your future is soft. It can go in any direction. Some people win the day in this moment. Most people lose it without knowing. Have you ever looked at the clock in the morning and felt heavy inside? It is already late. You feel behind. You feel rushed. You feel guilty before the day even begins. You ask yourself the same questions again. Why do I always start late? Why do I feel tired before I do anything? Why do I feel like my life is running but I am not moving? This feeling is not because you are weak. It is not because you are lazy. It is not because you lack talent. It happens because your morning controls you. Most people lose their entire day in the first 2 hours, not because they sleep too much, but because they wake up without direction. They wake up, they grab the phone, they open messages, they scroll, they react. The world enters their mind before they enter their own life. When this happens, control is gone, focus is gone, energy is gone. The day begins in chaos. But it does not have to be this way. There is a simple habit. It is not easy, but it is simple. Finish your most important work by 10 a.m. This one habit can change everything. Not just your productivity, not just your success, but your confidence, your peace, your self-respect. When you win the morning, you win the day. When you win the day, you win your life. This is not a motivational quote. This is a rule of reality. Your morning is the captain of your day. If the captain is weak, the ship drifts. If the captain is strong, the ship moves forward. Look at your life honestly. Your best days often start well. Your worst days often start late. This is not a coincidence. The morning decides your energy. The morning decides your focus. The morning decides your emotions. If the morning is rushed, the day feels heavy. If the morning is calm, the day feels lighter. The first hours shape the rest. Between waking up and 10 a.m., your mind is different. Your thoughts are clearer. Your emotions are quieter. Your willpower is stronger. This is the best time to build your life. After 10 a.m., the world wakes up. People want your time. Problems appear. Messages arrive. Noise grows. Your energy slowly drops. That is why 10 a.m. is powerful. It is not magic, it is timing. Before 10 a.m., you lead. After 10 a.m., you react. Imagine 2 mornings. In the first morning, you wake up late. You check your phone in bed. Minutes disappear. Your body wakes up slowly. Your mind feels full but empty at the same time. You rush. You skip things. You feel behind. The day feels like a chase. In the second morning, you wake up earlier, not rushed, not stressed. The world is quiet. The air feels fresh. You move your body. You breathe. You think. You work on something important, something meaningful. By 10 a.m., you are already proud. The day feels different. You walk differently. You speak differently. Confidence grows inside you. This difference starts with one decision: to respect your morning. Most people think success is about talent or luck or money. They are wrong. Success is about control. Control of time, control of attention, control of energy. And control begins in the morning. The truth is simple. If you cannot control your morning, you cannot control your life. You may work hard all day. You may try your best, but if you start late, you are always catching up. Catching up feels exhausting. Starting early feels powerful. This habit is not about waking up at 5 a.m. It is not about copying someone else. It is about finishing what matters before distractions arrive. Your most important work is not email. It is not messages. It is not social media. Your most important work is the work that moves your life forward. the work you avoid, the work that feels hard, the work that scares you a little. This is the work that changes your future. Doing this work early sends a strong message to your mind. I am in control. I keep promises to myself. I respect my time. This message builds confidence. Confidence does not come from words. It comes from action. Every morning you finish important work, confidence grows. Every morning you delay, confidence weakens. This is why mornings shape self-belief. People who finish important work early feel calm. People who delay feel stressed. Stress is not always caused by too much work. It is often caused by unfinished work. When your important task is done, your mind relaxes. The rest of the day feels easier. You are no longer afraid of time. You are no longer chasing the clock. Time works with you. This habit also builds discipline. Discipline is not about being strict. It is about doing what matters before comfort. Morning is the best time for discipline. Your willpower is fresh. Your excuses are quiet. Later in the day, excuses become louder. That is why waiting for motivation does not work. Motivation comes after action. When you act early, motivation follows. When you wait, motivation disappears. This is a simple truth. Finishing important work before 10 a.m. creates momentum. Momentum carries you through the day. Without momentum, everything feels heavy. Think about how it feels to complete something meaningful early. Your chest feels lighter. Your mind feels clear. You feel proud. Pride is not ego. Pride is self-respect. Deep inside, every person wants to respect themselves. Wasting mornings slowly destroys this feeling. You may hide it from others, but you feel it inside. That quiet disappointment builds over time. This habit breaks that cycle. Each morning becomes a small victory. Small victories build strong lives. You do not need to change everything at once. You do not need a perfect routine. You need one strong anchor. Finish your most important work before 10 a.m. This anchor holds your day together. Even if the afternoon is messy, even if problems appear, you already won. Winning early changes how you face challenges. You become calmer. You become more patient, because you are not starting from zero. This habit also protects your mental health. Constant delay creates anxiety. Early action creates peace. Peace does not come from doing nothing. Peace comes from doing what matters. This is why productive mornings feel peaceful. They remove mental weight. You stop carrying unfinished work in your head. Your sleep improves too. At night, your mind rests. There is no list chasing you. You sleep with satisfaction. Better sleep creates better mornings. The cycle becomes positive. This is how life slowly changes, not with big promises, but with small daily actions, morning by morning. This habit also gives you freedom. When important work is done early, the rest of the day opens. You can enjoy time without guilt. You can rest without fear. Freedom comes from responsibility. When you take responsibility early, freedom appears later. This is the hidden reward of discipline. People often think discipline removes joy. In truth, it creates joy, because joy without guilt feels clean. This habit also changes how others see you. You become reliable. You become calm. But more importantly, you change how you see yourself. You trust yourself again. Self-trust is powerful. When you trust yourself, fear loses power. You stop doubting your ability to act. This is how confidence is built, not by thinking, but by doing, before 10 a.m. This is not about perfection. Some mornings will fail. Some days will start late. That is normal. Growth is not about never failing. It is about returning faster. Every morning is a new chance. The past does not control today. Only your choice does.
The sun rises again. So can you. In the next part, you will understand why distractions destroy mornings. You will see why phones are so dangerous early in the day, and you will learn how to protect the first hour of your life. That first hour decides everything.
Part 2. Protect the first hour or lose the whole day. The morning does not fail by accident. It fails for one clear reason: distraction. Not big distraction, small distraction. A message, a notification, a quick look. These small moments steal your power. The biggest enemy of your morning fits in your hand: your phone. When you wake up and touch your phone, something dangerous happens. You open the door to the world. Hundreds of voices enter your mind. News, opinions, images, other people's problems. Your mind was quiet. Now it is noisy. You were in control. Now you are reacting. Before you even stand up, your focus is gone. This is why mornings feel weak. People think they are tired, but they are distracted. The brain cannot focus after chaos. When the phone enters first, your day starts late. Late in action, late in decisions, late in thinking. You may wake up at 6 a.m., but mentally your day starts at 9 or 10. This creates stress. Stress comes from feeling behind, and this feeling begins in the first hour. The first hour after waking is sacred. It is clean. It is soft. Your brain is open. What you put inside stays there all day. If you fill it with noise, the day becomes noisy. If you fill it with purpose, the day becomes clear. This is why protecting the first hour is so important. The rule is simple. Do not touch your phone for the first hour. 1 hour, 60 minutes. No scrolling, no messages, no news. Silence. This silence is powerful. Silence gives space. Space for thought. Space for focus. Space for intention. In silence, you can hear yourself again. Most people have not heard their own thoughts in years. They are always reacting. Reaction feels busy. Creation feels calm. The first hour decides which one you choose. When you avoid your phone, your mind wakes up slowly, naturally. You start to feel your body, your breath. You feel present. Presence is rare today, but presence is where power lives. This is when you should move your body. Movement wakes the brain. You do not need a gym. You do not need equipment. Walk, stretch, breathe. Movement tells your body the day has begun. Energy rises. Then feed your mind. Your morning mind is like fresh soil. What you plant will grow. If you plant fear, fear grows. If you plant purpose, purpose grows. Read something simple. Write your thoughts. Sit quietly. Let your mind become clear. Clarity is more important than speed. A clear mind works faster. Now you are ready for the most important step, the hardest task. This is where most people fail. They avoid the hard thing. They choose easy tasks, small tasks. Easy feels safe, but easy keeps life small. The hardest task is the one that matters, the task that moves your life forward, the task you delay. This is the task you must do before 10 a.m. Do it before emails. Do it before messages. This one action builds power. Doing hard work early changes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone who delays. You start seeing yourself as someone who acts. Identity changes behavior. When you believe you are disciplined, discipline becomes natural. This is why morning work is emotional. It touches your self-image. Finish hard work early and you walk taller. You feel capable. This feeling follows you all day. Now think about distractions again. Distraction is not always noise. Sometimes it is people, conversations, complaints, negativity. These things drain energy. Energy is limited in the morning. protect it. Avoid negative talk. Avoid arguments. Your morning energy is precious. Spend it wisely. Many people give their best energy away. Then they wonder why they feel empty. Your best energy belongs to your future. Use it on your goals. This is not selfish. This is responsibility. When you build yourself first, you have more to give later. Strong mornings create strong people. Strong people create better lives. This habit also trains focus. Focus is a muscle. If you train it early, it stays strong. If you waste it early, it disappears. Morning focus carries into the afternoon. You think clearer. You decide faster. Life feels simpler. Simplicity is not lack, it is clarity. Clarity reduces stress. This is why early work feels calm. The work is done. The weight is gone. You are free. This freedom is deep. It is not escape, it is earned. People chase freedom, but freedom follows discipline. This habit also stops procrastination. Procrastination is fear in disguise. When you act early, fear loses strength. Fear grows in delay. Action kills fear. Morning action is powerful. Now imagine living like this for weeks. Mornings become stable. Your mind becomes strong. You trust yourself. Trust creates peace. Peace creates focus. Focus creates results. Results create confidence. This is the cycle of growth. It starts in the first hour. Without this hour, everything feels harder. With this hour, life feels lighter. Many people wait for perfect conditions. They wait for motivation. But motivation comes from movement. Move first. Feel later. This habit also changes your nights.
When you win the morning, nights feel calm. You sleep better. Good sleep improves mornings. The cycle continues. This is not about forcing yourself. It is about choosing yourself. Choosing your future over comfort. Comfort feels good now. Discipline feels good later. Later lasts longer. This is wisdom. In the next part, you will learn how to build this habit step by step. You will see how small changes create big results, and you will imagine who you become after 6 months of strong mornings. This is where transformation becomes real. Part 3. Finish your most important work by 10 a.m., the morning habit that changes everything. This is the final part. Now we turn effort into a lifestyle, not a challenge, not a short burst of motivation, but a calm system you can keep for years. In Part 1, you learned why mornings matter. In Part 2, you learned how to protect your focus and energy. In Part 3, you will learn how to make this habit automatic, so it feels easy, so it feels natural, so it becomes who you are. 1. Turn discipline into identity. Motivation comes and goes, energy goes up and down, but identity stays. If you say, "I try to work in the morning," you will often fail. If you say, "I am a person who finishes important work early," your actions will follow. Your brain listens to how you describe yourself. Your brain wants consistency. Start using this sentence: "I finish my most important work before 10 a.m." Say it quietly. Say it often. Say it especially on hard days. This is not fake confidence. This is direction. When you wake up tired, ask one question: what would a person like me do now? A person like you does not scroll. A person like you does not delay. A person like you starts. You do not need to feel ready. You only need to act in line with your identity. Action creates belief, not the other way around. 2. Make the habit small and non-negotiable. Big plans fail. Simple rules survive. Your morning rule should be very clear. One task, one block, no discussion. Even on bad days, especially on bad days. If you feel low energy, shrink the task, but never skip it. Write 1 page, study 10 minutes, Design one slide. The goal is not perfection, the goal is continuity. When your brain knows the habit is non-negotiable, it stops arguing. No inner debate, no drama. You wake up, you start. That is power.
3. Protect the first win. The first win of the day shapes your mood. If your first win is checking messages, your brain learns to chase noise. If your first win is real progress, your brain learns confidence. After finishing your main task before 10 a.m., pause for a moment. Breathe. Notice the feeling. Say this sentence: I did what matters. This is not ego. This is reinforcement. Your brain remembers rewards, not lectures. This small moment trains your future behavior. 4. Design your environment for success. Willpower is weak. Environment is strong. Do not trust discipline alone. Remove friction from good habits and add friction to bad habits. Sleep with your phone outside the room. Keep your work tools ready the night before. Open your laptop to the exact document you need. Make the right action the easiest action. If your desk invites work, you will work. If your desk invites distraction, you will escape. You do not rise to motivation, you fall to environment. Design wisely. 5. Handle bad mornings without quitting. Some mornings will be bad. You will wake up late. You will feel slow. You will feel frustrated. This is normal. The mistake is thinking one bad morning ruins the system. It does not. Progress is not broken by one day. Progress is broken by quitting. On bad mornings, do this. Lower the standard, keep the habit. 5 minutes still counts. 1 paragraph still counts. Never miss twice. That rule alone can change your life. 6. Stop chasing more and start respecting enough. Many people fail because they want too much. They want perfect focus, perfect energy, perfect conditions, but perfection delays action. Enough is powerful. Enough focus, enough effort, enough progress. Finishing one important task before 10 a.m. is enough. After that, everything else is extra. This mindset removes pressure, and pressure kills consistency. Calm effort beats intense effort, every time. 7. How this habit changes your whole life. This habit does more than improve productivity. It changes how you see yourself. You stop feeling behind. You stop feeling rushed. You stop feeling guilty. You carry a quiet confidence through the day. Even if the afternoon is messy, the day already has meaning. This reduces stress. This improves sleep. This improves focus. One strong morning can heal a weak evening. Over weeks, your standards rise. Over months, your skills grow. Over years, your life changes direction. Not through intensity, through consistency. 8. The long-term effect no one talks about. When you finish important work early, you reclaim mental space. Your mind feels lighter. Your decisions improve. You stop living in reaction mode. You start living in intention mode. This is rare. This is valuable. Most people spend their lives reacting. You do not need to. 9. A simple morning script. Here is a simple script you can follow. Wake up. Drink water. No phone. Sit down. Open your main task. Work quietly. Work slowly. Work honestly. Stop at 10 a.m. Acknowledge the win. Then move on with your day. Simple does not mean easy, but simple works. 10. Final reminder. You do not need a new life. You need a better morning. You do not need more time. You need clearer priorities. You do not need motivation. You need a system you trust. Finish your most important work by 10 a.m. again and again.
Let the habit do the heavy lifting. This is how change really happens. Quietly, daily, before the world wakes up.
If this video inspired you or helped you learn something new, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Motivation to Study English for 30 minutes every day. Your support is the energy that keeps us creating better and more meaningful videos every single day.